करके दिखा कमाल वो आके ज़मीं पे देख जाए आसमां। शाबाशी शाबाशी शाबाशी। पर हर मैदान फतेह, पर हर मैदान फतेह, पर हर मैदान फतेह रे बंदेया, हर मैदान फतेह, हर मैदान फतेह। माना कि मुश्किल है सफर पर सुनो मुसाफिर हो, कहीं अगर तू रुका तो मंजिल आएगी ना फिर। कदम कदम मिलाए जा, गगन गगन झुकाए जा, रख हौसला कर फैसला, तुझे वक्त बदलना है। माना कि मुश्किल है सफर पर सुनो मुसाफिर हो, कहीं अगर तू रुका तो मंजिल आएगी ना फिर। कदम कदम मिलाए जा, गगन गगन झुकाए जा, रख हौसला कर फैसला, तुझे वक्त बदलना है।
So let us ask diploma students what problems they face during their time.
There is no proper access to the libraries and the study materials.
There is no organized system and we couldn't get everything at same place.
Even I was an ex-diploma student, and I know because there was difficulty in finding DCT materials and preparing for competitive exams as well.
For all these problems, we have a solution, Diploma Pro. The app already has more than 54,000 downloads and it has been rated 4.9 on the Play Store.
The app has academic study material and diploma competitive exam material as well. It also has the global chat room. We are making a big community here. Diploma Pro, the best rated app for diploma students.
Tired of calling multiple hospitals and asking for appointment details? Or are you exhausted of looking for the service that you want in Google in multiple hospitals?
2 hours later.
Would you still stand in queues? Hi, let me ask you a question. Did you know there is a way by which you can book hospital appointments using your mobile at any hospital you want? Does that sound interesting? This is just the beginning. We at Helium are trying to let you book any service that you prefer to without the hassle of calling the hospitals and spending time on searching the same online.
तो आओ देखते हैं एक बड़ी देश की छोटी छोटी कहानियां।
Do you invest in startups? Startups? पैसा कौन देगा बे? Do you want to invest in startup?
नहीं नहीं भाई, स्टार्टअप्स कौन इन्वेस्ट करेगा?
Do you want to invest in startups?
क्या मैं कर सकता हूँ?
स्टार्टअप में इन्वेस्ट करना इतना मुश्किल है क्या जो हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा?
Okay, students, 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. हम भी इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं क्या?
क्या मैं भी इन्वेस्ट कर सकता हूँ?
Introducing Invest in startups starting at just ₹5,000. Invest in verified startups by professionals. Diversify your portfolio with startup investments. Join our mission at investin.in right now.
Investment in startups are subjected to market risk. Kindly read all the related.
Millions of people are unaware of their underlying ailments. Even today, many lack access to proper healthcare systems, resulting in undiagnosed ailments that later haunt their lives and as well as their loved ones. More than half of the current population of women in India are anemic. Nearly 7.3% of the population has been diagnosed with diabetes, while 43.5% remain undiagnosed. India has one of the highest infant mortality rates, one of the prime causes being undiagnosed pneumonia. The timely diagnosis can reduce these gruesome numbers, and we, the team Navon Mesh, are here to present a solution.
Attention everyone. The dignitaries and guests have arrived, so at any time they can be here. Kindly maintain the decorum. And I request all of you to please put your phones on silent mode or switch it off. You are requested to rise up when the dignitaries are coming in to the auditorium. May we all rise to extend a warm welcome to the dignitaries coming in. I request all the dignitaries to kindly take their seats. Thank you, everyone. Kindly be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Shri Tejasvi Surya, Member of Parliament from Bengaluru South Constituency, National President of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, esteemed guest of honor, Shri Siddhalingappa B. Pujari. He is the Managing Director, Marketing, Communication and Advertising Limited, Government of Karnataka. Honorable Chairman, Dr. Mohan Mangnani, respected Principal, New Horizon College of Maratali, Dr. R. Bodhisatwan, respected Principal, New Horizon College of Engineering, Dr. Manjunatha, respected Principal, New Horizon Public School, Ms. Anupama Shetty, respected Principal, New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar, Dr. Vasuvaraj, President, New Horizon College of Engineering, Mr. Dharmesh Mangnani, Senior Executive Director, Registrar, Deans, HODs, faculty, panel members, jury and mentors, non-teaching staff, participants, and dear students present here for the celebration of Udan Award Ceremony. I am Lipsa Dash, Senior Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, your MC for this wonderful afternoon. Let me begin by briefing you all about Udan. Udan is the vision of our Honorable Chairman for all the students of New Horizon to make them independent and self-reliant in all senses. Udan also signifies support to the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, the self-reliant India campaign, which is the vision of New India envisaged by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Udan is a belief that youth are passionate, thoughtful, committed, and full of innovative ideas. Proper mentorship and guidance will help to give life to every idea and can be converted into useful business resource. This generation of innovators are truly the key to saving the world, and we must do all that we can to believe in them by preparing and celebrating them. So let's celebrate the outstanding day and our incredible participants. May I request all of you to kindly rise for the Nada Gite.
Kapila Patanjala Sautama Jinanuta Bharata Janani
जननीय तनुजाते शंकर रमनुज विद्यारण्य बसवेश्वर मध्वर दिव्यारण्य धन्व षडक्षरि पुन्ना संबल कुमिपति जन्ना कुमार व्यासर मंगल धाम कवि कोकिलगळ पुण्याराम स्नानक रामानंद कबीरर भारत जननीय तनुजाते कैलप ಹೊಯ್ಸಳ ರಾಡಿದ ನಾಡಿ ಕಂಕಣ ಜಕಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವೀರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗಾ ಕಾವೇರಿಯ ವರರಂಗಾ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನೀಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೇರುವ ಯೋಗ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನರು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಜನಗಣ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ ಗಾಯಕ ವೈಣಿಕರ ರಾಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ದೇಹ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಂಗಳ ದೇಹ ಭಾರತ ಜನನೀಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ.
Thank you all. Kindly be seated. Dance is rhythmic movement to music with steps and gestures, but its actual meaning transcends this definition into a spiritual activity in a physical form. Let's glorify the Almighty through the graceful entry of the dance team. I would like to call Sukrita, Shreya, and Aruni on stage.
सुरमणिगण भक्त परिपालं भयङ्कर विशङ्गमातङ्गकुलकालं श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे कनककेयूरहारावळी कलितगम्भीरगौरगिरिशोभं सुशोभं कामारिभयभरितमूढमदकलिकलुषकन्तितमखण्ड प्रतापम् सनकसुकनारद पतञ्जलि पराशर मतङ्गमुनिसङ्ग सलापम् सत्यपरमाब्जनयन प्रमुद मुक्तिकर तत्त्वमसि नित्यनिगमादिस्वरूपं श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजेऽहं 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 श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
Thank you, delightful dancers, for adding the auspicious twilight of a spiritual glow to the program. Light removes the forces of darkness and gives us positivity. With this noble thought, let us start this afternoon by lighting the lamp. I would request our honorable chief guest, guest of honor, Chairman Sir, Principals NHCE, NHCM, NHCK, Executive Director, Registrar, to kindly come on stage and light the lamp. May I request Dharmesh Sir to join? I would also invite all the esteemed panel members to join them.
नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोस्तुते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य दिष्टे गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you, dignitaries. Now I request all the dignitaries to kindly take their seats. Here comes the visual treat of Udan. Give wings to your ideas. Our Honorable Chairman, who is a visionary, educationist, and philanthropist, is also a great entrepreneur who has led New Horizon Educational Institution to the path of success. His vision of producing unicorns from NHCE has ignited the passion among all of us to start the journey of entrepreneurship and make it happen. Udan is one of the offshoots of this dream. Udan was launched on 1st of February 2022 across all the educational platforms of NHEI, where 500 ideas came forward with their business models under 5 themes, namely innovation, industry 4.0, sustainable development, technology and automation, well-being and society. I am delighted to announce that after a continuous loop of workshops, seminars, and mentoring sessions, the best of the ideas went through the finals, and we will have the winners of Udan 2022 declared today. The journey of Udan has set a great learning platform for all the participants, helping them out in projecting their startup ideas, getting to interact with a learned group of founders, co-founders, and investors, making them ready to enter the future business arena. I consider it a great honor to welcome our chief guest and guest of honor onto the stage. May I humbly invite our chairman, sir, onto the stage. May I also request Principal, New Horizon College of Engineering, Principal New Horizon College Maruthali, and Principal New Horizon College Kasturi Nagar to join on the dais. Today, we are indeed very fortunate to have an inspiring personality, Shri Tejasvi Surya, with us as our chief guest. He is the Member of Parliament from Bengaluru South constituency, having been elected to the 17th Lok Sabha at the age of just 28. He is also the president of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha since September 2020. A lawyer by training and profession, he has deep interest in history, philosophy, science, and civilizational studies. His lectures and articles on these issues are widely followed. Since being elected to office, he has consistently taken up the urban mobility crisis in Bengaluru and has worked on getting speedy clearances for big-ticket public transport solutions for Bengaluru. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he brought 3 defunct hospitals to life during the second wave, adding more than 238 oxygen beds. He also provided impetus to the revamping of government hospitals and primary health centers in his parliamentary constituency. Surya sir has also worked to develop Bengaluru South as a center for innovation and research. He constantly engages with startups and entrepreneurs to tinker and innovate on digital technologies. He also runs a project known as Bengaluru South Education and Social Transformation Program to improve the standing of students and academic infrastructure of schools in the constituency. Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today. I shall now request Honorable Chairman, sir, to felicitate our chief guest, requesting all the principals to join. Thank you, sirs. May I now request our esteemed chief guest to deliver the most awaited speech.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರ್ದಲೇ ಇರೋರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? ಸೂಪರ್. ನಾನು ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಹಳ ಗೌರವಿಸುವಂಥ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನೀಗ ಸರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ABVPಯ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಘಟನೆಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮೋಹನ್ ಮಂಗನಾನಿ ಅವರು. ಆನ್ ಅ ಲೈಟರ್ ನೋಟ್ ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಉಡಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ABVPಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you would have made efforts to raise funds, go and meet people, convince them on your idea, try to put sponsors. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡು ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮೋಹನ್ ಮಂಗನಾನಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೆನ್ ಟು ನೌ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹುಶಃ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಾಗೇನೇನೆ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟು ಬೇರೆದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 4 ಜನರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಫಂಡ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಆ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಲೇ ಕಲಿತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ಪುಷ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಟು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸರ್, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ವೆರಿ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು for being so supportive for the cause of the country, for the cause of organizations that work for the benefit of the country. One of the reasons why I came today was to personally express this thank you and gratitude to you for having supported me, supported the organization that I am a part of from so long. Thank you so much. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲಿರುವಂಥ ಸಿದ್ಧಲಿಂಗಪ್ಪ ಪೂಜಾರ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರೇ, ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂಥ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, just 2-3 things that I want to share with all of you. It's so heartening to see educational institutions like New Horizon starting initiatives like Udan. ಕಾರಣ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, be young, be in India at this point in time of India's journey. I will tell you why. I have a small exercise that I want to request all of you to do. ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾತ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾತ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 65-70, 10-15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏಜಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಭಾರತ ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ. ಆಗಿನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಆಗಿನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಆಗಿನ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಆಗಿನ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಊರಿನಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹರಸಾಹಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. 25-30 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇನು ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಈ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಬಂತು ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ 3.5 ಅವರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ, ರೋಡ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೈವೇ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, 1.5 ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಿಂದ ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಏನಿದೆ, this again was something unheard of just a few years ago. Friends, the other thing why I say we are so lucky, and not just because we are born in India, we are also in Karnataka and in Bengaluru. I will just give you 2 examples to understand why this is so important and how lucky this group is. ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 10 days ಹಿಂದೆ ತ್ರಿಪುರಾದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತ್ರಿಪುರಾದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ರೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ this really happened. You should, I mean, this is so difficult to believe for somebody from Karnataka and Bengaluru. A girl walked up when we were sitting, ನಾನು CMO ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೂತಿದ್ವಿ, ಒಂದು 5-6 ಜನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ, ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗಿ. ಶಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ದ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಸರ್ ಏನು ಸರ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಹುಡುಗಿ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರು ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ಈ ರೂಟಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಟ್ರೈನು ಅಂತ. ದ CM said that the first time rail connectivity reached Tripura was in 2021. 2021. Can you believe this? That there was a state in India 75 years after independence still not connected with as basic a connectivity as rail. ಸೊ ಹುಷಾರು ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ತ್ರಿಪುರಾದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಗರ್ತಲಾಯಿಂದ 17 hours 18 hours ಬೈ ರೋಡ್ ಗೌಹಾಟಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಗೌಹಾಟಿ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟೌನ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿಟಿ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ 2 days 3 days ಅವ್ರು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈದರ್ ಟು ಪುಣೆ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಆರ್ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಬರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಟುಡೇ ದೇಶದ ಟಾಪ್ 5 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ GDP, Karnataka is right at the top 3. We are one of the richest states in India. In the last 3-4 years, consecutively, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ FDI ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. And not just that, do you know which is the city which has the highest per capita income in the country? Highest per capita income in the country ಯಾವ ಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಕಾನ್ಪುರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಕ್ನೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡಿತಾರೋ ಅದರ 21 times more ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವರ್ಷ ದುಡಿತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್, ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್: being in Karnataka, being in Bengaluru, and being in India at this point in time, we are one of the most lucky and the most fortunate group of people. So we need to make the best use of this opportunity, because this kind of opportunity, my dear friends, trust me when I say this, will not come again and again in our lifetimes. One Outliers anta one book ide. If you guys have not read this, I certainly request all of you to read this book. Malcolm Gladwell ಅನ್ನೋ ಆಥರ್ ಬರೆದಿರುವಂಥ Outliers ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ book. It makes a very detailed and a very analytical study of the reasons behind success of some of the top billionaires, successful people, sports people around the world. And he makes a very interesting study of the top billionaires in US and in China. Top 100 ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ he makes a study. And in that he understands something very strange and something very interesting. ಈ 100 top billionaires ಅಲ್ಲಿ almost 50 people were all born between 1952 and 1956, 1957. Just a period of 7-8 years madhyadalli huttirtare. And he understands, he goes much deeper and finds out what was the reason. And then he understands that our period ittala, that was the period when personal computing and coding, everything had just started. So if you look at the date of births of Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or Steve Ballmer, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ they are in that 7-8 year gap. So the point he makes is that all those people who were born, say a decade before them, were too old to make use of the 8-year window. The ones who were born, say 10 or 15 years later, were too young to make use of that window. It was that 8-year people, that 8-year window yaryar huttidru, they were the people who were the most lucky because they were of that right age to make use of the incredible opportunities that the country had presented at that time for that generation. So my dear friends, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ the next 25 years ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿಷನ್ನು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ. The next 25 years are going to be the most important 25 years for not only you, for not only India, but for the whole of the world. Because it's in this 25 years that the most incredible of disruptive technologies are going to play. And in 25 years, we have an amazing opportunity to make our dent, to create an impact. So the second point I'm telling you is, we are not just placed luckily geographically, we are also in a very, very interesting and lucky time in terms of the time where we are all born in. I'm not a businessman or an entrepreneur in that sense to give you gyan on how to run a company or entrepreneurship, but I can tell you one thing with certainty. I'm a political startup myself. And I raised my first round of funding in 2019, and more than 750,000 investors in Bengaluru South reposed their full faith in me. So every day, my effort is to make sure that my investors, who are my voters, get the best bang for their money, for their investment. There are 3-4 things that I have understood in the last so many years of traveling India, interacting with business leaders, startup founders. Some 2-3 ideas which I want to share with all of you. First, ನಾನು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಫೌಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಎಂಥೂಸಿಯಾಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ವಿ ಸಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಏಂಜಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದಾಗ ಐ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ 2 things. One, many a times they are so detached from the immediate reality and surroundings of where they actually are. First, ನೀವೊಬ್ಬ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಮ್ಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಸ್ತೂರಿ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರತ್ಹಳ್ಳಿಲಿ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಮೇರಿಕಾದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೊರಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ, neither will you succeed nor will your business idea succeed. My first request to all of you is, understand your surroundings as deeply as possible. Try to solve real world problems. And ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗಿವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರುವಷ್ಟು ರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Just recently, a delegation of Harvard Business School met me in Delhi. And in the course of a conversation, they asked me, what are the problems that one can solve? Now, Stella held. And then finally, there was this girl who asked, this seems so exciting, but I'm still torn between making a choice as to whether I must start my company in the US or should I do it in India? What do you suggest, Andu? And I told her, if you want to solve a problem just for the United States, then by all means start in the US. But if you want to solve the problem of the world, then the place to solve that is in India. Because if you solve problems in India, you will be solving problems for the world. Because we are what, 1/5 of humanity? We have the most pressing of problems. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Just take up the challenge of affordable health care. Prime Minister has started this scheme called the National Digital Health Mission. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, whichever background ಇರ್ಬೋದು, I really request you to kindly read this National Digital Health Mission document. ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಓದ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು 15-20 ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 50 ಹೊಸ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌ ಟು ಡಿಜಿಟೈಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ AI to study common type of ailments, can we have AI or ML based programs which can make a study region based of ಯಾವ ರೀಜನಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗೆ ಜನ ಪ್ರೋನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಸೈಜು, ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಯಾವ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. That is the advantage of solving in India and solving for India. So in the course of my conversations with a lot of people, I have realized they try to solve problems which have no impact on the everyday life of an Indian. If you want to build a $1 billion enterprise in India, which is going to make real money and not just burn investors' money, then identify a real problem that is right there next to you in your neighborhood and solve that problem, because solving that problem, therein lies a $1 billion enterprise. That's the first thing. The second thing I've realized, whether it is again in politics or in business, investors always invest in people and not just in ideas. It's a very important aspect that, friends, you have to keep in mind. ನೀವು ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನಾದ್ರು ಪಿಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾನ, it is not always about the brilliance of the idea. It is also about who is executing the idea. That makes all the difference. Ideas are cheap, execution is all that is expensive. So ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, whether it is municipality, whether it is parliament, whether it is panchayat, or whether it is corporate business, education institutions, India needs tremendous leaders at every level. And trust me when I say this, the difference between failure of an organization, the success of an idea, and its failure is just between the kind of leadership somebody provides there or not. The more I see great leaders at work, the more I see them, the more I realize the importance of great leadership. I want each and every one of you, my dear friends, to aspire to be a fantastic leader. How do you build a team? How do you create actionable ideas? How do you inspire and motivate people to work on them? How do you get up every single day motivated, inspired, to motivate and inspire the rest of the team? That's the challenge. And a country of 1 billion people needs, imagine how much motivation and how much inspiration we will need to fire this country. That's all I ask you. Be inspired, be motivated, because the country needs such kind of people who will give this leadership. We need leaders at every level. ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವೆಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಈ ಜಲಪಾತಗಳನ್ನು, ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ. There is so much of latent energy there. But it needs a Vishweshwaraya to put a DC motor, a AC motor, to harness that energy and convert it into electricity. And that's what leaders do. Leaders convert the latent potential. leaders convert that inherent, latent magic and make it into reality. That's all I had to ask of you. One, remember how lucky we are to be born here. Remember how lucky and fortunate we are to be young at this time. Third, there is and there cannot be at this point in time a better country than India to be solving real problems, not just for India, but for the world. So solve real problems with most of the modern of technology, because therein, solving the real problem, there lies $1 billion enterprise. Fourth, aspire to be a great leader who can build a team and bring into fruition grand ideas. These are all the things that I wanted to share with all of you, my dear friends. I wish all of you the very best. And I'm very sure that once all of you come out of this college, you will build what will be some of the most biggest of enterprises that will come out of this country tomorrow. I can only tell you this: small aim is a crime. Small aim is a crime. I want to see more energy and I want to see more enthusiasm from all of you, because we get to be young and we get to do this only once in life, and this is now. Shall we do all of this together? Come on, I need a larger, louder yes. Yeah? ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೇನಪ್ಪ? ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ? But my request is, the next 5 years, my dear friends, the next 10 years, even just now, I was just reading an article. I'll just say this and I'll conclude. I've taken a lot of your time. ಈ ವರ್ಷ budget ಅಲ್ಲಿ, February, the budget is coming, and the country is poised to grow again at a 7% to 8% growth. That means the country's GDP will increase by about 32 to 34 lakh crore rupees. And of that, the Prime Minister has committed to spend 100 lakh crore rupees on building physical infrastructure in this country. Now, what will this mean? Imagine what this 100 lakh crore rupees will mean. Very soon, in a month or two, you will get to visit and fly from the Terminal 2 of Bengaluru International Airport. ಅವತ್ತು ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ಇದ್ದೆ. ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, I had made a Insta reel that day and I had posted. I have been to every single airport in India and to some major international airports, but I can tell you, Namma Kempegowda International Airport is right at the top. It's one of the best in the world. Yavaga Terminal 2 open agate, you will feel this yourself. Second, I'm telling you the magic of what this 100 lakh crore is going to do. During the Gujarat elections campaign, Mohanji, I had to travel to different parts of Gujarat. 3-4 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಹಮದಾಬಾದ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಅಹಮದಾಬಾದಿಂದ I had to take train or I had to take car ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ. This time, Bangalore to Rajkot, Bangalore to Vadodara, Bangalore to Surat, Bangalore to Ahmedabad, Bangalore to Diu. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 200-300 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ, ಕಲಬುರ್ಗಿ, ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ, ಹುಬ್ಳಿ ಧಾರವಾಡ, ಮೈಸೂರು, ಬೀದರ್, ಮಂಗಳೂರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ? 250-300 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 1 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 2 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಶುರುವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. The reason why I'm telling you, my dear friends, is imagine 100 lakh crore rupees pumped into physical infrastructure creation is going to create so many new ports, so many new flyovers, so many new airports, so many new physical infrastructure. Imagine the kind of jobs, imagine the kind of opportunities that will create for you, for us, and for our generation. It's all up for grabs for all of us. If you do not make use of this opportunity now, trust me, even God cannot come again and give you this kind of opportunity 5 years from now. Make the best use of this while you have it. I wish all of you the very best. And I thank again Mohanji and the entire New Horizon team for giving me this opportunity of coming with all of you, meeting all of you today, speaking to all of you, and wishing all of you a lot of success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to express our sincere thanks to you for giving excellent coverage of ideas to our students. Your thoughts have enlightened their minds, making them ready for contributing to the industry and society. I deem it a privilege to introduce our esteemed guest of honor, Shri Siddhalingappa B. Pujari, to you all. He is the Managing Director, Marketing Communication and Advertising Limited, Government of Karnataka. He is skilled in negotiation, business planning, analytical skills, and operation management with a demonstrated history of working in the government administration industry. He is a strong business development professional with a BE in Mechanical Engineering from PDA College of Engineering, Gulbarga. We are honored to have you, sir, with us this afternoon. I shall now request Honorable Chairman, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor. Requesting all the principals to join. May I now request our esteemed guest of honor to address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಉಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆರಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ to all of us. Many things he has told in his speech. He is an icon himself, motivating person, youth icon we say. He is Surya as well as Tejasvi, both he has. Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri Tejasvi Surya sir, and Mohan ji, Honorable Chairman of New Horizon, Manjunath sir, and Dr. Baswaraj sir, and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pride and privilege to be here today, alongside Honorable Member of Parliament. And thanks for inviting me here. I have been part of college when I was studying in PDA College of Engineering. I was also like you, something like you. Always wanted to do something, lot of interest I used to have, doing something and all. During my college days, I did one project, two-wheeler project, which is running on biofuel, two fuels, petrol as well as gas. I did a project during my engineering college, engineering studies. That was my first kind of innovation kind of thing that I think now At that time, maybe that was a new thing. Viva Vosa, this test will be there, no? They selected my project to be the best project. And it came in the newspaper, and my all villagers were happy to see that news came in the newspaper. Like that, everybody will have a lot of ideas. Ideas are not important, as said earlier by our member of parliament. Implementation of those ideas is very, very important. So the idea should be implementable and it should be viable in the economic context, in the economic interest. So this innovation happens in many ways. Sometimes innovation happens by chance. Sometimes innovation happens by systematic development in the research and development centers. Sometimes the innovation happens during the work itself. Sometimes work happens during our failures also. Sometimes innovation happens during the changes, structural changes of the organization, or improvements happens. Over these things, the innovation happens. You all know that. In our countries, there are many innovations happening, but what has happened is we are not aware of the things, what we should do next. In the world, you see highest number of applications for patents. In which country they file highest number of applications? Anybody knows? Republic of China files highest number of applications in the world. Around 16 lakhs in a year. More than 16 lakhs in a year they file patent applications. Second is USA. Next is Korea. We are in the top 10. India is in the top 10 now. Before, we were not in top 10. Thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for initiating the startup initiatives in 2015. Because of this, what has been, the awareness has been created. The funding is happening for innovations, and then the connectivity is happening between industry and academia. So these are the things that are now facilitating our innovators to the next level. We are at the 6th position now at present, but we are filing only around 60,000 applications. Compared to China, you see, they are filing around 16 lakhs. Now we are only filing around 60,000 rupees. We should be aware of these things. If you file a patent, you will have rights over it. Otherwise, what happens? Somebody will copy your ideas, your innovations, they will reap the benefit. That should not happen. Government of Karnataka promotes these kinds of patent filings. We have scheme, Government of Karnataka has a scheme. All the expenditures that you incur for filing applications, government will reimburse. You should have a proper attorneys to make applications and file applications. So that you need to follow. Then we have a technology business incubator, sir. These technology business incubators, in the scheme, we provide some grants to engineering colleges to commercialize your ideas, Ideas should convert into the implementable products or services, which impacts our lifestyle, which improves our lifestyle, which helps in our daily life. So that we can use of these technology business incubators. So there are many other things are there. Basically, I am a managing director working for Marketing Communication Advertising Limited. Our company does publicity of government programs and schemes. We bring the information to the public, what government is doing. We do events, we do social media, digital media, all those new technology, whatever is there, we have adopted, we are doing that. Recently, we had an event, 50th year event. Honorable Chief Minister had come and he appreciated that ours is a commercial organization and we are competing with private companies. We are the only government agency in the country. No other states have such kind of organizations. Only Karnataka has this kind of organizations in the country. That's why our Honorable Chief Minister has appreciated that our company is doing very well and we're competing with the private agencies. And he suggested, and he also alerted or cautioned us that you have to be very competitive and you should improve our skills. So this applies to you also. We should always continuously increase our skills and be competitive always. So with this, I thank the management for giving me opportunity to come here and be with you. I wish all of you best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind thoughts and motivation which you inculcated into the young minds. I'm profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce our chairman, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, our chairman, Dr. Mohan Magnani, is a visionary leader who has made all of us proud of his achievements and numerous capacities. Under his able leadership, the trust is a recipient of prestigious Kannada Rajyotsav Award for the year 2012 conferred by Government of Karnataka. Gulbarga University has conferred honorary doctoral degree to him for his commendable services in the field of education and to the society in the year 2014. Sir has donated rupees 5 crores to PM Fund towards Swachh Bharat, rupees 5 crores toward PN's Care Fund, COVID-19, rupees 5 crores towards construction of Ram Janmabhoomi, and more than 30 crores towards CSR activities. He runs a school in a remote area in the interior part of Hoskote Taluk, providing almost free education to nearly 1,500 students. He has adopted various orphanages and extends support throughout Karnataka to upgrade the infrastructure of the schools. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today to enhance our joy. I shall now request Honorable Principal Sir, Dr. Manjunatha, to present a token of gratitude to our chairman. I request all other principals to please join. Thank you, sirs. May I now request Chairman Sir to address the gathering.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Respected dignitaries on dais, off dais, Udan, a vision to make India a developed nation. As Surya sir has mentioned, all of you are very, very lucky. In my era, as rightly told by sir, we had to wait 20 years for telephone. Scooter waiting period was 18 years. Forget the car. There were only two cars, Ambassador and Fiat. That was out of reach by practically each and every Indian. And now you are living in an era where one mobile, two SIM cards. When I was growing up, I saw a lot of challenges, lot of hardship. Practically every day was a survival to get the things right, because things were simply not available. Your time is different. It was always a dream for me whenever I used to travel in India or abroad. India was, our tagline was, India was an underdeveloped nation. And I always wanted India to become a developed nation. In my lifetime at least, we should get the title at the world stage that India is a developed nation. And thanks to the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, we are not very far from that title. We are the world's 5th largest economy and the best economy in this year. In this financial year, India growth rate is 7 to 8%, which not even US or China or any developed nation is having that. Every nation is suffering with COVID. pre-COVID, post-COVID, and now again COVID is coming back to them. But under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister Modi ji, COVID is a history. So I want my youth to take this opportunity. With so many things happening in our country, technology at your fingertips, what I expect and what I need from you to make India a developed nation. Don't be job seekers. Very soon, India will be most populous country in the world. Number of people in our country will be more than any country. Maybe put all the South America, Europe, everything put together. Don't see the big number as a challenge. See the big number as the opportunity. Make India a developed nation. Don't be job seekers, be job providers. And make this happen. I am very sure if the youth wants to innovate, no one can stop you. If youth want to achieve something, no one can stop you. Be achievers, be dreamers. Go get the things done. This is your time, and this time will not come back. All the best to everyone, and all the best. We are very soon now going to announce the winners of the Udan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words always inspire and motivates us. And we have finally come to the moment we have all been waiting for, the announcement and awarding of winners. There are 4 categories in which the teams are awarded. Once called, please proceed on stage to receive the award. May I request Executive Director, Registrar, and Dharmesh sir to please join us on stage. To begin with, New Horizon College, Category 1 is the Jury Choice Award. They have bagged a prize money of rupees 10,000. Yellow Collar is a proud Indian origin startup which aims to empower today's youth for better tomorrow. The students are from New Horizon Marathali campus, New Horizon College Marathali. A big round of applause for the winners. Category 2 is the Best Team Award with a prize money of rupees 10,000, and it goes to Team Albados. The team members are Lohit K, Arjun S. Kumar, and Albin NJ from New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar. Please come on the stage. The team is from New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar. A big round of applause. Category 3 is the Best Elevator Pitch Award, and it goes to Team Future X, again from New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar. Team members are Aditya Shankar and Shahnawaz Ali. They have bagged a prize money of rupees 10,000. Category 4 is the Best Innovative Idea Award with a prize money of rupees 10,000, and it goes to Team Hunger Bites. Team members are Rushil M. Nair and Tushar K, again from New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar. Hunger Bites is a canteen app which allows students to order food in a much efficient way by tracking and paying for the order on their phone instead of standing in crowd. Can we have a big round of applause for them? And now, the winner of Udan 2022, it is presented to Team Tini Mini. Team members are Tarika B. Gokul, Prem HS and Chandni. They take home a prize money of rupees 50,000. Can we have a big round of applause for them? The team is from New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar. Thank you all. Now we will announce the awards for New Horizon College of Engineering. May I request Dr. I.S. Prasad to please join us on stage. Sir, please. Category 1, Jury Choice Award with a prize money of rupees 10,000, and it goes to Team Helium. Team members are Rajashri Chatterjee, Saim Saad, Troyambak Tripathi and Shreya Sanbhog. Helium is an easy and autonomous management system which matches the current healthcare needs and policies. A big round of applause for them. Category 2, the Best Team Award with a prize money of rupees 10,000, and it goes to Team Diploma Pro. Team members are Jai Kishan Naik, Nandan Patil and Pratham Yu. Diploma Pro is the best rated Android application for diploma students in Karnataka and expanding in Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. The app is already available in Google Play Store with a 4.9 rating by more than 789 plus users. A big round of applause. The winner of Udan 2022 College of Engineering is presented to team Kriyat Silva, single-handedly led by Tejas Koda. He has bagged a prize money of rupees 50,000. Can we have a big round of applause for him? Kriyat Silva strives to create the future of renewable energy. Its vision is to implement the most compelling, sustainable and efficient solution for renewable energy and to bring about a balance between economics, ecology and society. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Tejas. Thank you, everyone. A huge congratulations to all the winners and hope that they will motivate everyone to put up their best performance. Let us all give them once more a big round of applause. I would now invite Tarika from Team Tinimini, New Horizon College, Kasturi Nagar, to share her experience in the journey of Udan. I would like to call our student Tejas Koda from New Horizon College of Engineering to share his thoughts on Udan. Tejas, please come and share your experience about Udan.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tejas, and I take immense pleasure today standing here in front of you all. And I really want to thank our visionary chairman, Dr. Mohan Magnani, sir, for providing us this opportunity. It was an amazing journey of 1 year. Udan was launched in 1st Feb 2022. From then, we had a continuous mentorship sections and workshops, and to make our a pitch deck more, develop our pitch deck and make it to the point while we are presenting it to the jury members. I really thank our principal sir and especially Saumi ma'am and Sheelan ma'am, who they were the backbone, and they made this event such a grand success. Finally, I really want to thank our automobile department HOD sir, Dr. Sridhar Kurse sir. Without them, I wouldn't have been here today in front of you all holding the trophy. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Tejas. Now I would call upon Devashish from Team Yellow Collar, New Horizon College, Marathali, to share his experience. Devashish, can we have you on stage? We now move towards the most awaited section of today's program, the panel discussion. Today we have an amazing panel on transform ideas to create value. I welcome our chief guest of honor, and chairman sir, to be a part of the panel. I would request other dignitaries to kindly step down and occupy the first row seats in the auditorium. I request Chairman Sir, our chief guest, esteemed chief guest, and guest of honor to be a part of the panel. I request all the winners of New Horizon College of Kasturi Nagar, New Horizon College Marathali, and New Horizon College of Engineering to please assemble outside our esteemed chief guest. Winners, please assemble outside. Please assemble outside, all the winners. I request all the students to please stay back. Please be seated. Without further ado, let me introduce the panel members for today's session. Our first panelist, Mr. Ashwin Raghuraman, is the co-founder and partner at Bharat Innovation Fund, an early-stage venture capital fund in deep tech startups from India that are building solutions to address the problems across the world. He's on the investment committee of grant and soft loan programs from BIRAC and serves on investment committee of SIEC, incubator at IIT Kanpur, and is a mentor at NASSCOM. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. I request Mr. Ashwin to please come onto the stage. May I request our Executive Director and Principal, Dr. Bodhi Satwan, to please come onto the stage and felicitate Mr. Ashwin. Let me introduce our moderator of the session, Dr. Arun Bharadwaj. He's an internationally celebrated keynote speaker on happiness, innovation, and peak performance mindset. This master storyteller has been transforming individuals and organizations worldwide with his spellbinding stories, engaging activities, and reflective deliberations. He's a gold medalist in BTech from NIT, an MBA from California State University, and a PhD focused on nurturing happiness and peak performance mindset in organizations. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. I humbly invite you to join us on stage. May I request our esteemed Executive Director and Principal, Dr. Bodhisatwan, to please felicitate Dr. Arun. Sir, please. Our next panelist, sir, I request you to be on the stage. The list of few panelists. Our next panelist is CA Dr. I.S. Prasad, sir. He's CA, educationist, mentor, votary of industry and trade, social activist, and philanthropist who has transformed lives of thousands of people. During COVID-19 pandemic, he has provided medical relief of over rupees 30 lakhs for more than 250 families and contributed funds to PM Relief Fund, CM Relief Fund, and all the other organizations. Prasad sir is also a leading advocate of industry and trade and served till recently as the president of Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FKCCI, for the period 2022 to 23. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. May I request our Executive Director, sir, to please present a token of appreciation to Dr. Prasad, sir. The next speaker is Mr. Sandipan Mitra. He's a co-founder and CEO of Hungerbox, India's institutional food tech leader. Thank you, sir. Requesting you to kindly join us on stage. May I request Principal New Horizon College, Marathali, Dr. Bodhisatwan, to please come on stage and hand over a token of appreciation to Mr. Sandipan. Our next panelist is Mr. Palash Gupta, a well-known figure in Indian GCC and deep tech startup community, and is committed to building a nurturing ecosystem as leader of NASSCOM Deep Tech Club and member of NASSCOM Product Council. As growth mentor and advisor, he is associated with various IITs, IIMs, government initiatives, venture capital firms, and is a board member of the Project Management Institute, Bangalore. Thank you, sir. May I request our esteemed Executive Director, sir, to please present a token of appreciation to Mr. Palash. Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Ms. Payal Nanjiani. She's an Indian-American global acclaimed leadership expert, executive coach, and New York award-winning author. Her books, workshops, and podcasts have transformed the lives of more than 1 million professionals, helping them grow, succeed, and lead a fulfilled life. Thank you, ma'am. Requesting you to please join us. May I request Principal New Horizon Public School, Ms. Anupama Shetty, to please come and hand over a token of appreciation to Ms. Payal. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Arun sir. Dr. Arun sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Wonderful. Thank you very much. See, I'm here, your representative, and my task is very simple. I am representing your questions, the questions that you might have in mind. It's so glad to see that all of you have done so well for last 1 year, thought about all these ideas and brought that into this innovative platform. You went through the whole evaluation of those ideas and some of you won prize, but those who did not, it's not your ideas are not worth anything. Nurture them further. I'm pretty sure that you will also find golden nuggets in those ideas. And how to take it forward is what this panel discussion is all about. And I welcome this very august, very panel that covers almost all dimensions of creating a beautiful ecosystem for startup growth. Now, many times when you are speaking after great speakers, whatever you have prepared, that is already covered. So you saw how infrastructure is ready, time is right, and everything is right there for you to go out, innovate, and be successful. My research area after finishing my engineering became inner engineering or IT, inner transformation. And I want to share with something, and my research area happens to be ancient wisdom. So I was thinking, how do we start this panel? You know the infrastructure is ready. Now what you have to have within you is what we are going to discuss today, what kind of ecosystem we require. And I want to share with you, start with you with a story. It is said that in Egypt, they found some seeds. And these seeds were 3,000 years old. But anthropologists found that those seeds, if they get right environment, water, they can be nurtured, sprouts can come out, and they can lead to fruition. And that's exactly who we are also. Although we might have forgotten, but we are a civilization that had done innovation way before, when many of the countries that we consider innovative, they did not even exist. We had Sushruth, who started surgery. We had technology of building stainless steel and many other things that you might be. So what I want to tell you is that let's feel proud of our heritage. And now external environment is ready for us to excel. And let's see how the environment that we have as a startup ecosystem that can help you. But you also have to have internal environment competencies to excel and become a successful entrepreneur. And we are going to discuss all that in the session today. So with that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask questions from all our panel members. All of our panel members have specific specialization or the background they come from. And I hope those answers and this dialogue will help you plan your journey further. So my first question is to Mr. Ashwin Raghuraman. Mr. Ashwin Raghuraman happens to be a person who has, he's a venture capitalist, he has run funds, and now he's actually managing a very successful innovation, Bharat Innovation Fund. And Mr. Raghuraman, one of the things that all the budding investors, they want to know, after putting 2-3 years of their life into this venture, at the end of it, many feel, would I be choked because of non-availability of funds, especially if they are first generation entrepreneurs and all. So what I wanted to understand from you, from a VC's mindset or perspective, what do you see in a startup, or what kind of startup, what kind of environment in a startup that becomes attractive for a VC to fund such a startup?
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me here. Congrats to all the winners. I think some of them are still outside, but maybe if I say it loud enough, they'll hear me, but congratulations to the winners. So, there's no dearth of funding today. You heard the Member of Parliament talk about the time being right. And as an entrepreneur, the time is right. There are so many sources of funding, not just us as venture capital funds, but government initiatives, government grant programs, CSR, corporates who are putting funding. It's the right time to be an entrepreneur. And if I were to talk in engineering terminology, we looked at 3 vectors. First vector is the team. The second vector is the product and technology. And the third is the market, the opportunity, the competition, and all of that. And the resultant vector, if we like the size and the direction of that vector, is when we invest. Now let me put it in English language, right, and not engineering terminology. If you are planning to be a founder and you want to go out there and raise capital, and we've probably seen more than 1,000 pitches over the last maybe decade or so that have been investing, I think the one thing that stands out is a founder who thinks big. And you can think big when you identify a big problem, complex problem that exists, and then say, let me find a way to address this problem. And so we want entrepreneurs to really think big, come and show us that this is something huge that we are solving, because then that translates into better business, it translates into better investment for us, big enough, right, for us to be a part of. The second thing is, we like people who understand. So let's say you're solving a problem, you decide I'll solve a problem. What next? You have to understand that problem well. You have to understand who else has solved it. You have to understand those small friction points that exist towards solving that problem. And how do you do that? You go and talk to people. You talk to people who have been in that sector, that industry for many years, have experience, get some knowledge from them, and then decide, hey, these are the problems different people have tried to solve. I'll do it differently, or this is the way I'll approach it. And so that's part 2. How do you solve all of the friction points? And when we talk to startup founders, we look to see if they've understood those dynamics well. I think the third one is, who are your co-conspirators who will help you? You may be a single founder. The gentleman who won today is a single founder. But who else can he have to help him in that journey? And therefore, the team part comes in. How do I build that team that will solve different parts? So if you have let's say, domain strength in marketing, try and find somebody who understands manufacturing. If that's the play that you're doing, you're building a product, you're creating a product. I think finally, I want to say, I've been investing for more than 12 years now. And the big change that has happened in India is every entrepreneur knows how to pitch well. And you might have learned, the people who are part of this competition might have learned pitching and been taught how to pitch well. And that makes our jobs as investors much tougher, because we can't separate, or it's harder to separate the signal from the noise, right? And so don't focus just on pitching. That's one part of it. Focus on the core business. And pitching is 10%. If you focus on communicating your business well, what you're trying to do, you've understood it well, I think that's the other thing that we look for in a founder and entrepreneur who's pitching to us. There are many more things, but I thought I'll highlight the first top 3, 4.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. That was great, Mr. Raghuraman. And I must tell, I think those who have left, they were job seekers, and those who are remaining are the ones who want to create the jobs. And we need you guys. Because whenever I talk to students and I ask who wants job, it is 90% of the people, or 95. If everybody wants job, who is creating that job? We have to think that also. And I must thank the visionary leadership of Dr. Magnani and the execution done by the team here. This kind of opportunity that you are listening to a VC talk about the inner working of how VCs work, this is truly an opportunity. And Mr. Raghuraman, I must say, when we used to be young and think about VCs, we used to think they are very shrewd guys, they don't smile. But looking at your smiley face and the way you explain, thank you very much. We'll be less afraid to go and talk in VCs. Great. So I'm going to go to Dr. Prasad now. Dr. Prasad is a philanthropist. He has worked on various ventures. Healthcare is his background. You have mentored leaders, enterprises. Now, whenever we think about enterprise, we think about profitability. Now, for a country like India, where we have problems in our villages, and these are not problems necessarily where billions of dollars are sitting to be harvested. What would be your message from that social entrepreneurship level side of entrepreneurship to these young people here? If they are not thinking of solving those problems, who is thinking to solve those problems? What would be your message to them?
Thanks for the opportunity. I think the right question which has been framed by you. Whatever you think, if there's no social impact, I think there's no thinking at all. I think before I just answer this, I would like to energize the students. Tejas has been forgotten to inform you that the first time in the history of India, where the Prime Minister of India has become the President of G20. Why I've been talking about G20 is, before that I'll just answer, that you have seen the impact of the China has been down. The entire world is looking out India. The country is yours, the opportunity is yours. Think of Swami Vivekananda and Arvind Maharshi that the power of India has been power of youth. When Prime Minister of India has been working for 18 hours a day, Stand Up India doesn't mean that you work for 8 hours school and go and sleep. Come back to the social impact. The most important, what Tejas Surya and all of you should understand, you don't have to solve the problem. Think of the prototype for the world. India is the largest population where if you see the healthcare, including the one app, what have been talked about, the food or even the transportation, especially the healthcare, is most important that Prime Minister of India has been talked about Ayushman Bharat, but we've been suggested for Ayushman Bharat for the middle-aged income group. What is that important is the entire world, the revolution of medical tourism, especially the social impact. And you've seen that after this IoT, the world, Internet of change, the world of thinking, the COVID has been changed, way of living, way of behaving, way of learning. I think there's no question of, we talk about now villages, sir. It is one world. I think one button press, I think 5G is there. And all of you should know that by the time you learn, I think metaverse is going to be a change of the entire structure of technology disruptive. I think you should not stop of thinking now. You should start thinking and how to become entrepreneur. As the president of FKCCI, we invited 625 potential ideas from across South India. Mind-boggling. The ideas emerging from youth, from rural, and again, the VCs and mentors been identified. Today, 7 teams have been selected by Atal Incubation Center for access fund of 10.5 crores. The funds is not going to be very small. As charter content, I would like to mention that startup policy in Karnataka is very high. I think the venture funding will be looking for ideas is not just what has been already emerged. What ideas like social impact, suppose you have seen the Meditrack, and including when COVID pandemic has come, now it's going to be change of thinking that Prime Minister is going to bring the digital health card. If the students can think, bring the innovation in health, that is very important for the nation. And I would like to mention the Prime Minister always makes innovation is the life. If there is no innovation, life is stagnant. I think the Horizon name itself is opportunity for the youngsters. I think each one of us should think beyond and travel also understand what is the social impact and social entrepreneur. There are 3 kinds of entrepreneurs. One is the traditional entrepreneur, the one is the innovative entrepreneur, the social entrepreneur. Who's thinking of innovation for social entrepreneur will long lasting. I think the startup will not last for months. Those who been think of innovation in the social impact, their innovation will be long last. I think I would like to send the strong message that think of whatever innovation will have social impact. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ma'am just informed me that my mic was not, I think, very loud. तो थोड़ा सा माहौल चेंज करने के लिए तो लोग कई बार पूछते हैं कि आपकी यूएसपी क्या है, तो मैं कहता हूं कि मेरे लहू से हाथ रंगने की ज़रूरत क्या है, मेरी आवाज़ छीन लो मैं तो खुद ही मर जाऊंगा. और यहाँ पे माइक ही नहीं काम कर रहा है, देखिए. Idea and innovation. Sir has talked about idea and thinking a lot. I want to ask a question. आप सब लोगों से, and especially professors also who are sitting here. Our question is the thought that we have to think of. Many of the very well-paid jobs today, like data scientists and all that, did not even exist when we were doing engineering just a couple of decades ago. So what we are teaching these youngsters, especially those who are still in the high school, we don't even know what they are teaching them for. What kind of jobs will exist? What kind of competencies would be required for those jobs? That's why innovation, creativity, nurturing it in the educational institutions is considered one of the super skills. And that's why we keep hearing this word innovation again and again. I hope you will keep that in mind when you go to your classes, young friends. And especially, there's a scientific evidence that when teacher asks you a question, you fatafat go to the page number and answer. If you are answering first 5 ideas that come out of you, they are out of your memory, average. They will not generate anything great in the world. When you go to 6th and 7th idea, they are kind of blend of your memory, what you have learned, already seen in the world, and probably little novelty, modification you are doing. It is only after you have discussed some subject beyond 7 ideas that your innovative ideas start coming. So I request all of you to think about what I'm saying, search it on the Google. And when you go to your classrooms, don't stick to your curriculum and page numbers that teachers are telling you. Go beyond, because innovation is the super skill of success in today's world. And I hope you will make it part of your regular curriculum in your classrooms. So Ms. Payal Nanjani, who is an executive coach, I'm going to skip you for a minute because I think we will keep you as a capstone. And I'm going to Mr. Palash. Mr. Palash is a NESCOM growth mentor. He's also Deep Tech Club leader. And I would want to know, on behalf of all the aspiring entrepreneurs, what kind of ecosystem exists in India today, and what role NESCOM is playing to help these young minds bring their ideas into life, because that's our theme today, transforming ideas into value creation.
Yeah, so thanks for giving this opportunity. So I'll touch upon 2 points probably. One thing, again, I might be sounding repetitive, but as a mentor or as myself who has experienced scaling as well as mentoring for numerous startups, one thing is that please don't run behind ideas. I might be sounding very blunt. It's not the idea, it's not great idea. It's not cutting edge technology which creates a brilliant or a long lasting organization. Try to understand the pain point very, very deeply, okay?